Hey everyone, if you're in India and even thinking about getting a PAN card, you're gonna wanna hear this. The government is about to completely change the application process, and we're gonna break down exactly what's happening. So, the government just announced a pretty major change. The way you apply for a new PAN card is about to be totally different. And we're not talking about a small tweak here. This is a complete overhaul of the system we've all gotten used to. Now, if getting a new PAN card is on your to-do list, or maybe for a family member or a friend, this is super important. There's a hard deadline coming up that changes absolutely everything about how you apply, and you'll definitely want to get ahead of it. Okay, so to really understand just how big this change is, let's first take a look at how incredibly simple the process is right now. It's a system designed to be fast and honestly pretty painless. But here's the catch. This simple way of doing things has an expiration date. At the moment, getting a PAN card is super streamlined, and that's because the entire verification process relies on just one single powerful document. All you need is your Aadhaar card. That's it. Seriously, you use it for verification and the job's done. It's this beautiful one-step process that cuts out all the usual red tape. But this is where the story changes. Starting April 1st, 2026, that simple process, it's gone. It's being replaced with a whole new set of rules that are going to add extra steps and, yep, extra paperwork to your application. And this slide really lays it all out. On the left, you see how it is today. Aadhaar only. Simple. But on the right, that's the new reality. You'll need your Aadhaar plus an additional separate document to prove your date of birth. That single document convenience is officially coming to an end. So what kind of extra proof are we talking about? Well, you'll have to provide one of these. A birth certificate, your passport, a driver's license, your voter card, or maybe even an affidavit from a magistrate. This becomes a mandatory second piece of the puzzle, right there with your Aadhaar. You know, what's really interesting is that it's not just about the extra documents. Another really important rule is being tightened up, and this one has to do with your name. It's a small detail that's about to become a very big deal. Under the new system, the name on your PAN card has to perfectly match the name on your Aadhaar. And I mean letter for letter. Any of those small variations or typos that might have slipped by before, well, now they'll be enough to get your application rejected. And one last thing to keep on your radar, the physical application forms themselves are getting an update. After the deadline, those old forms will be totally obsolete. If you try to use one, it just won't get processed. So with all these changes coming, more documents, stricter name rules, brand new forms, what's the one thing you really need to take away from all this? Let's get to the most important part, what this means for you. All right, the single most important date to circle on your calendar is March 31st, 2026. That is the absolute final day you can use the current, super easy, Aadhaar-only process to apply for your PAN card. Basically, applying before the deadline means you get to skip the headache of digging up extra documents. You get to sidestep the stricter rules, and you avoid any potential delays that might come with the new system. To put it simply, it's just the path of least resistance. When you think about it, it's a pretty simple choice. We know for a fact that a more complicated process is coming on a specific date. So why wait to make life harder for yourself? The easy way is right here, right now, but it's not going to be here forever.